I've got 4 boys, and I'm a librarian, so I kind of err on the side of if they have a book in their hand, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really happy. I bring home a lot, and it's kind of like a smorgasbord out there, what they choose from, just because as long as they're engaged with the material, that's something that kind of our goal at this time. You're also a father of boys, so I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to have those conversations, or maybe already has, with your boys about situations that Arnold encounters? Is it going to be Sherman Alexie, the author, if they pick up Absolutely True Diary, or Sherman Alexie, the father?
What makes you think my kids read my books?
Because I'm about to let my kids read them. So
yeah, but that doesn't mean they read. I'm not Sherman Alexie, the writer to them. They just think that stuff's all weird. I mean, just recently, my older son and I went to Spokane to watch the State B basketball tournament. His high school, Seattle Lutheran, was playing. It's the small school state tournament, and we drove by. There's a monument on the Spokane River where a poem of mine is part of the monument. It's circular on the ground. It's beautiful, and it's overlooking Spokane Falls, the traditional center of our tribe. And we were driving by it, and I hadn't realized I was even by it. And I looked at it, I said, "Hey Joseph, my poem is over there in that monument." And he looked over, and I said, "Do you care?" And he goes, "No." So, I mean, they're aware of all that stuff in my career, but it's my job. They treat my job like any other kid treats their parents' job. Mm-hmm. It's what they do. So the existential question of, father versus author, and I think it's wonderful that my kids treat me that way, because my whole goal in life was to be a father who was good enough to where my children would not write memoirs about me later. I want to be boring, geeky dad to them, and which is exactly what I am.
Well, there's congratulations in that then.
Yes. So, but in terms of what they read, that's their decision.
I know. Mm-hmm.
I have no qualms about anything they read, especially in this era. I mean, my book gets banned, and I get challenged by all sorts of people, about the content of my young adult novel and all my novels, or my talks when I talk, and it makes me laugh that any parent in the United States would be freaking out over the content of something as old-fashioned as a book. Oh my God, look at this revolutionary device meant to manipulate my children. When every kid has the entire friggin' world, all this collected smut of world history available with one search. So, growing up on the res, we had one porno magazine. Everybody on the res, every kid on the res had to share the one magazine.
How'd that circulate then?
It was in a tree house. Uh-huh. We kept it in a tree house behind Curtis's house. We treated that thing sacredly too, because it was outside. So we had it in a metal safe deposit box. We kept that thing safe. So the idea that something as quaint as a novel can somehow be more dangerous or more potentially dangerous than what a kid can find on the internet is I'm flabbergasted that anybody would be afraid of a book now. And I think maybe it's because it's a convenient target. It's an easy target. It's a physical object that you can direct your fear and loathing toward. When the internet is so large, so amorphous, so universal, so complete, when you fight a book, it feels like you're fighting another human. When you try to take on the internet, it's like fighting Odin. So I think maybe that's part of it.
Do you think another part of it could be that books take time? You have to sit with the information and actually think about a concept, whereas, as you're saying, with the constant communication, you can see the smut right away.
But that's exactly why they should be more afraid of the internet. Mm-hmm. Ban the internet. There's a ban the internet movement.
Instead of taking a couple hours to sit down with literature and see the context,
yeah,
or
think but it goes without saying, my books are far less disturbing than the Bible. So there's no patricide matricide. There's no infanticide. There's,
No genocide.
no. Well, no, there's genocide, but that.
Not in your. Well, yeah, you span both in those.
Yeah. So I think. So I mean, I want my kids to be citizens of the world. So I'm not going to deny them any look at different parts of the world or the particular vision of any writer might have. They read what they want to, and if they have questions, they know they can come to me, and they do. So, I mean, they're human beings with their own intellects.